Bring the thunder! Hello and welcome to the 19th episode of the Backburners. I'm Dylan Sherman.
And I'm Sam Tiller. We want to thank you for lending your ears for another hour of non-stop sports entertainment.
You know, this wouldn't be an episode of the Backburners if we didn't give a very special shout out to the HBIC. Fabio!
Hello, hello.
Hey, bud. How are you, Samuel? Or excuse me, Tam Siller.
I'm doing great. I don't know why you think I'm in a bad mood today.
You are. You're on your man period.
I'm just pissed because people in this goddamn city don't know how to drive. And, yeah. Pretty much it.
Do you have anyone to blame? Specific state, maybe?
I didn't look at the state. But, you know, like when you're on... California drivers suck balls. But, like, I was turning on to, like... what's it?
Capital?
No.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. So it was Capital first, and this Prius was just being a fucking moron and, like, cut over into my lane, like, halfway through their turn. And then I basically got squeezed out when I was making a left onto Idaho as well.
Wow,
It's just a shit show. It's like, are you serious, people?
I think they were serious. It's why they did that.
I had to lay on my horn a little bit.
You did, and it kind of spooked me. But that's not important.
Spooky season.
No, listen to me. That's not important because this is a sports podcast hosted by two former jocks whose sports knowledge is a mile wide and an inch deep. Whether it's breaking down the latest slate of professional, college, and obscure sports or debating the best game day traditions, we've got you covered. Give us a follow on Instagram and TikTok at The Backburners Pod, and give us a listen on Spotify, Amazon Music, and Apple Podcasts.
Can you never look at me with those eyes again?
What, these?
Yeah.
You like that?
Yeah.
This one?
Yeah.
You like this look? No. We got a good one today, don't we?
It should be spicy.
Let's kick it off, of course, with I Disagree. My prompt this week. And I actually thought of it a few days ago before a major event happened in sports.
Yeah, and I kind of shit on you last week because I was saying you were uncreative.
Yeah.
Because you couldn't come up with shit. But this is a good one.
Listen, in a situation like that, you can react or you can respond. And I responded with this prompt.
That's pretty good.
Who is the biggest active scumbag in sports? Or I should say, biggest scumbag in sports who's active in sports. Right. You know.
That made so much sense.
Who active sports. Right. I think you can understand what I'm trying to ask you.
Yeah. Who's the biggest scumbag
in sports today?
Today in
sports today.
Yes.
I'll kick it off. So I think the biggest scumbag in sports today is a real dirty, horrible piece of shit, and his name is Urban Meyer. He's a real fucking dirtbag. And when I was doing my research on all the different scandals, because he's had a lot of them, I learned some incredible facts. So let's go back to when he was the coach at the University of Florida. 41 out of 121 athletes he coached at University of Florida were arrested, and one of them was a murderer.
Yeah. But he coached the biggest Jesus-believing man of all time.
Such a weird dynamic on that team. You have a bunch of guys who are a little loony, and then you have another guy who is maybe the third coming of Christ. Yeah. Maybe the third coming.
We need a 30 for 30 on that football team.
No shit. Let me just talk to you about what he's done in his illustrious career. Another big scandal was that one of his assistant coaches was accused of a lot of domestic violence while he was shadowing Urban Meyer at Florida and Ohio State. And what did Urban Meyer do? Swept it under the rug, deleted text messages, lied about meeting with the coach's spouse. You know, real dirtbag shit. He claimed that his big claim to fame is his number one priority is respecting women. But he allowed Carlos Hyde to return to his team after there was video evidence of him slapping a woman at a bar.
When he was in college?
I think, at Ohio State. I don't
remember that.
Well, you know why? Because it was swept under the rug. He swept under the rug with his assistant coach. He did absolutely nothing after Percy Harvin attacked one of the assistant coaches. Here's a fun one that I learned. Where is it? He would have, I think this was at Florida, in order to hide players who have failed their drug tests, he would make them wear a walking boot, and walk around the sidelines acting like they were hurt, when in reality they didn't pass their drug tests.
Okay, I mean, like, that's a
homie move.
Yeah, it's not like a bad thing.
It just adds on. He
was just like trying to protect the image of his players. I get it.
And then, if that wasn't enough, then this weekend happened.
Yeah, and you actually came up with this before this all happened.
I came with it before.
It just adds to it.
So, if you're not aware, Urban Meyer, the Bengals and the Jaguars played up in Cincinnati, I think where Urban's family lives or is from, and Urban stayed through the weekend. He went to a bar. And
his bar.
Is it his bar?
It's his bar.
He did a lot of not cool shit at that bar. Let's see. He basically got caught grinding with a very young girl.
If you look at the video, though, he's like sitting on the bar stool and she's like grinding on like his knee.
Listen, there's a video that came out of him getting a little handsy.
Oh, I didn't see that.
There's a video of him getting a little too familiar with that woman, and it's disgusting. He's like a drunk old dad hitting on his daughter's friends. Like, obviously, that wasn't his daughter's friend, but I'm just like, you can imagine that parent at a parents' weekend, like tailgate, being super fucking creepy. I just think that he's a real piece of shit. And then today, Sports Illustrated's reporter Michael Silver reported that Urban Meyer's situation has reached a crisis point, and one player on the Jaguars told Silver that Meyer has zero credibility and had very little to begin with. Let's see. While Meyer was, Urban said in a press conference yesterday that he apologized to the team. Silver was told that Urban Meyer only apologized to position groups individually. He didn't address the team.
He didn't address the whole team.
No,
in like
he just went to the DBs. Sorry, O lineman. Sorry. And one player told Silver, "We looked at him like, what the fuck?" Right when he left, everyone started dying laughing.
Jesus. What was
Everything
that?
okay over there? Are you watching that video?
Yeah, I'm trying to watch this video. Oh wow,
It's so bad.
It's pretty bad.
it looks like the Parents Weekend videos you start seeing on a bar stool and stuff like that.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's pretty wild shit. I just think that he hasn't left a program in like good standing.
No, he hasn't. There's even been scandal like in training camp with the Jaguars.
Before the season started, they were
fined like $250K or something.
Yeah,
like
I think
that.
it was for practice.
I think they were practicing in full pads. Everywhere he goes, there's scandal. Like, you didn't even mention the recruiting scandal at UF.
There was massive recruiting scandal.
Yeah.
I just think he's a fucking dirtbag, and he goes and he preaches this, respect women and trust and character. It's just like, dude, you are not you're not practicing what you preach.
I think he's trying to get fired because I think he realized immediately that
he was in over his head.
That he was in way over his head, and he just was like, what the hell did I get myself into? And now he's like, I gotta get out of this. But he doesn't want to quit.
I'm surprised he wasn't fired.
Well,
because
I saw a report today that says like the Jags front office is like trying to figure out like a way to get rid of him for like moral like cause or something like that.
Yeah, I wonder if there's like a
there's got to be something in his contract. There's got to be.
I just think he's a piece of shit.
He is a piece of shit.
And I'm declaring war on Urban Meyer.
Well, I mean, he's 0-4, so.
Yeah, but I'm still declaring war.
Okay. Happy for you.
Did you see the alternate video where they think the girl is Cayman, Nebraska? I don't know who that is.
That's her name?
I guess, which sounds insane. But I guess they like kind of tracked down who the girl was in the video, and there's an alternate video of him like grabbing up on her butt, and he totally just tries to put his finger in her
that's
ass.
what there was another video of him like getting a little too familiar.
Didn't she like post on like her Instagram story like this old guy won't stop flirting with me? Who is he? Or
yeah, well,
like a Twitter or something?
The clip is like it's a video of someone else's phone holding up a Snapchat, and then the top it says 1 hour ago by Cayman, Nebraska from camera roll, and it says someone really got a video of Urban sticking his fingers up my ass.
Dude,
Jesus, she sounds like a classy girl.
Honestly, good for her
fault.
though, because she comes out of this situation only benefiting. Like she doesn't lose
true.
anything in this. She just gets some popularity.
she's the one to bring down the Urban.
He
Maybe.
might be unbring-downable.
Unbring-downable. All right. Well, yeah. I think it's just a piece of shit. Who do you have?
Well, I agree with you. I don't think there's a bigger piece of shit than Conor McGregor. Look, I love the guy. I think he's one of the best personalities in sports. The UFC would not be what it is today without him.
He transcended the sport.
He transcended the sport. He transcended not just his sport, the sports world. Everybody was captivated by what he did in the octagon for 6 years. It was impressive. But at the end of the day, he's a fucking scumbag. Like, the shit this man has done. It started off with him throwing that trolley at
That's
the bus
right.
that Khabib was in. He shattered the glass. 2 guys got glass shards like in them, and they had to go to the hospital. And then one of them, I forget his name, but he was fighting on the card, and he couldn't fight because he had like glass shards in him, basically. So that was the first thing that like really kickstarted it. And then he was in Miami in a club in like 2019, and some fan was trying to get a video of him or a picture with him, and he was drunk, and he was like, nope, fuck you, and he grabs their phone and just throws it. And so he got charged with like, I don't know, public misconduct and some kind of assault. I don't even know. And then he got charged with that sexual assault allegation, which I don't even really know what happened to that. I couldn't really find anything on it.
I'm looking at it right now. Woman is unidentified. She sued McGregor and another unnamed man for an incident that allegedly took place in December 2018 at a hotel in Dublin.
Yeah. And then he comes out with his whiskey, right? Proper 12. And I actually heard this story from an Irishman. And because I knew the story, but I didn't know exactly what happened. So Conor McGregor went into a bar in his local neighborhood in Dublin and said, bartender, buy everybody a shot of Proper 12. It's on me. And this old guy sitting at the bar goes, I don't want to drink that piss water. So McGregor punched him and like broke this guy's jaw, got charged with assault. It was a big deal. But then one of the most savage moves ever happened earlier this year. You know what Conor did?
Didn't he?
He bought the bar and he blacklisted that guy from the bar. But at the end of the day, I mean, he's done a lot of dirtbag shit. Like, at the end of the Poirier fight that just happened a couple months ago.
Your wife is in me DMs.
Yeah, like, he just shattered his leg. He's still talking shit. And then it's like he's pretty much universally hated now among fighters because Poirier was like, fuck that guy. He's a piece of shit. Bad things happen to shitty people. Like, he deserved to have a catastrophic injury like that. And it's because of all the shit that he said. Like, he said he was going to murder Poirier. Like, his shit talk was very good in the beginning, but now people are just like over it, and people just fucking hate him. He's a scumbag.
He is.
He's an entertaining scumbag and a lovable scumbag, but he's still a scumbag.
Yeah. There was a huge when he was big. I'm not saying he's not big now, but I'm saying like in his heyday and in his fighting like prime, there were so many people that just tried to copy that personality of somebody who's bigger than the sport, bigger than anything else. So,
Are you talking about a certain YouTube personality?
oh,
God.
he comes to mind.
Fuck that guy.
We're talking about Jake Paul.
I know.
No, I'm just saying for,
Oh,
because we didn't say his name.
yeah.
Because Jake Paul just like anytime he does anything, you can tell he's just copying the McGregor playbook, like
Yeah.
play by
yeah,
play. So
He's
obvious,
trying to. It's just
but it works though. I guess.
he was just so entertaining, but he has done just a lot of shit, and he's been in a lot of legal trouble in the last 3 years. And it all started with him throwing that trolley at the bus.
A lot of dirtbaggery.
A lot of dirtbaggery.
What do you mean by throw a trolley at a bus?
He literally took a trolley, like a
Like a hand cart. Do you know what a hand cart is?
like a hand truck that you put like a refrigerator on?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
He picks it up, and the bus was like driving out of, I think it was Madison Square Garden, and he because Khabib was in the bus, and he just throws it at the window.
and it shattered the window. I mean, yeah.
Honestly, kind of an impressive throw because if you've ever picked those things up, they're like surprisingly really heavy.
Dude, he's an MMA fighter.
I know,
Like,
but
he's
still.
fucking yoked.
Yeah, but you can't like. No, you've seen him throw a baseball. Like, I mean,
That's true. But a bus window is a lot bigger than a baseball glove.
that's true. Bigger target.
Yeah. And he was like 3 feet away.
Well, just a couple of scumbags.
Couple scumbags.
There's many more, but those two are. You know.
I was having a hard time thinking of them because, like, there's people I don't like in sports, but, like, if you're talking scumbag, there's a lot of them that are retired.
Yeah, that was tough. I mean,
But active is tough.
Yeah, if that thing didn't happen to Urban, it probably would have chosen, but it wouldn't have been as obvious because there's so many horrible people that aren't playing sports anymore.
Right. And there's so many like bigwig NFL players that just never even come to light that are just like known for like being creepy to bars and like.
Oh yeah.
Like there's so many of those people. They just never make the headlines because there's too many of them.
Yeah, I mean, there's countless NFL players that have been charged with domestic violence or sexual assault or that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's put that behind us and get into some mom's spaghetti. You want to kick it off there, pal?
Is there anything better than the return?
It's tough to make a compelling argument saying that there would be anything else.
It was such a great game. The Bucs, Patriots in Foxborough, Tom Brady's return to the home that he built in Gillette Stadium. It was a great game. I think people were expecting the Bucs to just go in there and absolutely shit on the Patriots because Tom knows that defense so well and he's just going to shred them. But it showed us something, that even when you've done anything and everything you could possibly do in football, you can still get rattled. And I think Brady was rattled in the first half. They only scored, I think, 3 points. He looked unsettled. I think he was very, very nervous going into that game. You could tell how much it meant to him to get the win on that field. But it was just a great game. And I think undershadowed by all of it was Mac Jones.
He played very, very well.
He played so good.
Very impressive.
At one point in the game, he had 19 straight completions. That's most by a quarterback or a rookie quarterback in 30 years. That's insane. He played great, and it kind of infuriates me because how did the entire NFL just collectively say, we're going to let the Patriots draft this guy?
And they didn't have to move up.
At 15. Why?
They didn't have to move up to get him.
Why? I think he's going to be the most successful quarterback in this draft class. I don't think he's the most talented. I think Trevor Lawrence is way more talented than him. But you want to talk about a rookie quarterback going into the best situation possible? He's playing for one of the greatest head coaches of all time. He's playing behind a great defense, and he's extremely accurate with the football. He doesn't make mistakes, and he doesn't get rattled. It's the perfect situation, and I think that game on Sunday night proved it, that he's going to be the most successful quarterback in this 2021 draft class. It was very fun to watch. Just an all-around great game. Nick Folk with the doink at the end to take the lead with 59 seconds left. I would have loved to see if that went in because then we potentially could have got a Brady game-winning drive. But just a great game, an electric atmosphere. He got a massive ovation in the beginning, Tom Brady did. But then as soon as the game started, it flipped to booze. Like, diehard fans. It was great.
It was a
fantastic.
Great game. To your point, I also fully agree that Mac Jones will be the most successful quarterback out of that class. I thought Trevor Lawrence was the most pro-ready. But, I mean, who knows what's going to happen in Jacksonville now? They're a fucking hot mess.
Yeah.
Trey Lance is not ready at all. He's great with his legs, but he's not ready. It's Mac Jones.
Yeah, he's definitely going to have the most success. And he couldn't have gotten drafted into a better position because you generally see rookie quarterbacks that go in the first round and the expectations are so high. But just look at Zach Wilson in New York. He's got nobody around him. And yeah, he's not playing well. But like, you need other people, and the Patriots have not great weapons, but decent weapons, and their defense is very good. So it's the best situation by far.
That game proved that even though they lost, the Patriots and Bill Belichick know what they're doing. I talked a few episodes ago about how I don't understand why teams will draft quarterbacks really high and then sit them. Right? Bill Belichick knew that Cam Newton was not the guy.
Yep.
So what'd they do? See ya. It's time for our guy to go get it. And yeah, he may not win a whole bunch of games this year. The Patriots they're not going to win the division, obviously.
Nope.
Playoffs, maybe. Not a lock.
Yeah, they're 1-3. It's going to be tough.
Not a lock. But Bill Belichick knows how valuable these reps are. And the only way to get better is to do it. He's not going to get better sitting on the sideline behind Cam Newton.
Yeah.
He knew that. See you, Cam. Here's our guy.
I think this might be a little bit bold and hot, but I think Bill Belichick will win a Super Bowl with Mac Jones before he retires.
Whoa. Okay.
And I think that's like what he wants to do, because the whole thing with the Brady-Belichick split was, okay, who can win a Super Bowl without the other one? So Tom left and went to a Super Bowl ready team because everybody knew the Bucs were very talented and they had a bunch of guys that knew how to play football and they had a great coach.
The only thing they were missing is a competent quarterback.
Exactly. They had Jameis and he threw 30 interceptions. It's like, that's our problem. Let's get a quarterback that doesn't throw 30 interceptions in a year. They got it. They won the Super Bowl. With Bill, it's a little different because he basically had to start from nothing. It's not like he just left and went to a new team. So I think that's going to be his goal. Once he wins a Super Bowl with Mac, he'll be like, I did it. I'm out. Boom. And I think they're going to do it before Mac's rookie contract expires.
So within 4 years?
Within 4 years. So it's not going to be this year, but so in the next 3 years, so by 2025, they will win a Super Bowl because they're going to be able to load up that offense around him while he's still on his rookie contract.
That's the same thing the Seahawks did.
Yep.
Except they did that with their defense.
But their defense is already good enough. He needs more offensive weapons. And I think that's where they're going to spend their money this offseason, bring in a bunch of people around him.
They brought in.
Help him out. They brought in a lot.
They spent a lot of money in the offseason.
A lot. And I think they're going to do it again.
Okay. Let's go with the intern's Mom Spaghetti. The intern with another fantabulous report. The intern's Mom Spaghetti was Kyle Seager, crying and hugging his teammates while leaving the field at the end of the Mariners game. They almost made the wild card. They were so close. They won 90 games. I'm proud of them. The playoff drought is still there. The longest active playoff drought in North American sports. Go M's, believe. But you know what? They were not supposed to do what they did this season. I'm proud of them. Kyle Seager is going to be, he's been a Mariner for the past 10 years. He's been a big part of the organization in the city.
Is he retiring? Is that why he was so emotional? Because I saw that picture on like everybody's Instagram story.
I don't know if he's going to retire, but he's either going to retire or become a free agent. I don't think the Mariners are re-signing him. Yeah, classy, well-respected leader. Good guy. All-around good guy. Dope dude. And for my mom spaghetti, Jets, Jets. They win. I'm not even a Jets fan, and I'm excited. Robert Saleh gets his first.
Why are you excited?
Because, I mean, I don't know. I just want to see. I like Robert Saleh. Great guy. And he got his first win against the Titans. And you could say, yes, the Titans weren't at their full capacity with A.J. Brown and Julio Jones hurt, but they still have the best running back in the league. They couldn't get it done. Game went into overtime, tied at 24. Let's see. Matt Amendola kicked a 22-yard field goal in overtime. The Titans get the ball. They convert a couple of fourth downs. They get it down. And Randy Bullock missed the game-tying field goal. Jets win. I don't know why. They were just all very happy to win. And that's just, it's just nice to see. Zach Wilson gets his first win. He played really well. Jets, Jets.
I don't think it was that exciting.
Not as exciting as the return, but, I felt I should highlight it.
Highlighting a shitty football team. Gotta love it.
Say what?
Where did you find... I just saw your guy's name. Where did you find that?
In a very decrepit Google link. I might have some viruses on my computer now after finding
Is it even real?
It's real.
Okay.
For my say what, we're bringing it back. We haven't done it in a little while. He's a French rugby player. This is a first rugby reference in this show. There's no information on him.
So he's like, you don't even know if he's a real person.
He is a real person. I've seen pictures.
Taylor, I'm pretty sure you had one like this too, where there was just like, this guy didn't even exist.
Yeah, I've probably had a couple.
This man is a 24-year-old French rugby player who currently plays for Rugby Club Vannes in France as a winger. Don't know what any of that means. And his name is Farage Fartass.
It's just not real.
And there's a picture of him.
Okay, but like, I could put a picture of you on Google and be like, this is Farage Fartass, and people would be like, oh, that's hilarious.
No, this is a real guy.
How's it spelled? Is it spelled
F-A, and there's a picture of him that went viral. Wait. Let me make this bigger.
That's so bad. Oh my God.
I don't know if I should show it because if it's going on YouTube, there's nudity. He's a French rugby player. He's getting tackled, and his shorts come down. Some guy's tackling him from his butt, and it exposes his fart ass.
Crack kills, baby.
Crack kills. I don't know anything about him. I just know his name is Farage Fartass, and that's cool. And that's pretty much it.
I Googled his name, and
Faraj.
yeah.
Fart ass.
There's also a Boston Patriots defensive halfback named Dick Felt.
There's so many.
There's also a Major League Baseball outfielder named Rusty Kuntz.
Yeah.
Rusty Kuntz.
Yep.
I think did we talk about
Yeah,
that? Yeah,
I think we brought up
mine.
Rusty before. I had not heard of Dick Felt though.
Dick Felt.
Dick Felt's a good one.
There's Dick Pole.
Dick Trickle.
God Shamgod.
Yep.
There's so many good athlete names.
It's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Someone went to one of their games with a large neon sign reading, "His name is literally Fartass Lamau," just on a sign.
Farage Farta. That's got to be a tough. That's got to be a tough.
Yeah,
childhood.
he was for sure bullied when he was a kid.
But but he's French, so I mean, does that I feel like he probably gets away with it more.
Could you imagine a French jock going, well?
He's probably like, stupid Americans think my last name. I can't do a French accent.
If it
but
isn't Farage Fartass.
I'm just picturing the guy from Talladega Nights saying it.
You like my French accent?
Mine was. I wish I had a good French. That was pretty good. Mine's not
Just
great.
say you like a very thin pancake. I like crepes. Anyways, Farage Fartass, I love you.
What a guy.
The intern, the coldest Crawford.
I loved it.
He went viral.
He did, because people were like, "This is not real."
Uh,
Also, I think his mother is fucking out of her mind.
It is a ridiculous name. His actual middle name is Juan, but his self-given middle name is To Ever Do It. So that his name is the coldest to ever do it, Crawford.
Yeah.
He is an LSU commit, a 2022.
Does he play receiver?
He is a receiver.
Yeah.
That's not even funny. That's just fucking cool. That's ice cold.
How old is this guy?
He's 18.
18. 17, 18, something like that.
That's great. I'm so scared for like our generation of like when we start having kids. I feel like there's going to be so many more of these people that just give their kids stupid ass names just with the hopes that they become famous like this.
Yeah, it's just insane.
Like To Ever Do It. I could see a parent that's like 25 years old right now legitimately naming their kid that with their middle name just because they're like really trying to self-actualize. What's that called? Manifest. Manifest that their kid's going to be really famous and successful in something. So they just give their kid some name like that.
That's what Dakota's mom said. She said she named him that because she knew that he was going to be the best athlete.
No. She knew that he was going to be the coldest to ever do it.
Shut the fuck up. That's not what she said. She said that she knew he was going to be the best athlete out of, I don't know how many kids she has, but of all her kids.
It's just
insane.
It is insane. I'm sorry.
It doesn't make sense.
The coldest to ever do it. You have chosen a great one.
Yeah. But one more thing on the coldest. It's like Ha Clinton Dix. Like, who names their fucking kid Ha?
It's pretty cool. I like that name. Clinton Dix.
Okay.
As long as it has a short, like an abbreviated version that doesn't sound too terrible, I think it's kind of funny.
What?
Like, if your name's Ha, you can just go by Ha. Like, what's up, Ha? I don't know. I feel like people could get used to that.
Yeah, but, like, what do you shorten the coldest to?
Duh.
What's up, duh?
Or just cold. He's just cold. What's up, cold?
Cold.
He's a cold motherfucker.
Is he cold-blooded?
Sheesh.
Stop that. That's so, like, 6 months ago.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, don't tell my friend Preston that. I went to a wedding this weekend, and every other photo was
sheesh.
Was sheesh.
God damn it.
But he prides himself on being about 3 months late to any sort of like joke, meme, or trend. And like he still does Fortnite jokes. Like,
love it.
What about that Dua Lipa, huh? Yeah.
What?
Nothing. Do you even know who Dua Lipa is?
He's a singer, isn't he?
She
is a singer.
I know she's a singer. That's it. Like I don't know how I couldn't name you one song. I don't
she's
think
a model.
She's a.
Oh yeah, that song was playing in that restaurant. Yeah.
Baby. Yeah.
I'm levitating. Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I need to stop that. She is very gorgeous.
She's pretty hot.
She's very gorgeous. Stop.
Ooh, I'm ever since I saw Little Dicky, I've been a huge Doja Cat guy.
Oh my God, she is so hot.
That video at ACL of her,
yes.
she's like shaking it, and she turns back and stares at some random guy in the crowd, and he like has a heart attack.
Dude, she is
social media man. Pull that up. I don't know who this is.
Doja Cat.
Yeah,
Doja Cat.
Have you not watched Dave season 2?
So good.
I haven't watched Dave season 1.
Oh,
so.
you're gonna like it. It makes you really uncomfortable though, because he's like
good.
famous, but he always gets in these weird situations. But in the second one, he has a little fling with Doja Cat because they meet on like a dating app.
She is.
They meet on a dating app, and then he accidentally he screenshots the text that she sends to him, and he sends it to his buddy, and he's like, "Dude, I'm DMing with Doja Cat right now," and then he accidentally sends that screenshot back to Doja Cat. And it's just really funny.
The way he recovered, though, was very smooth.
He did recover pretty well, but
I can't remember what he did, but I do remember it being like...
Every time I watch an episode, it's just so... There's always one scene that's just so, like, secondhand embarrassment and, like, uncomfortable.
So does a film crew just, like, follow him around?
No, it's scripted.
No, it's a scripted real show, but it's about his... It's supposed to be, like, a...
Like, his upbringing, or his journey in...
Yeah, it's like a fake documentary, basically, but it's kind of about him. And then Andrew Santino is his manager, and he's hilarious in it.
He's really funny.
He's like super into Fish, like the band.
Yeah.
And so he always, it's really funny.
People say that I look like Little Dicky.
You kind of do.
I think anytime like
little bit.
any Jewish kid with curly hair now is just Little Dicky. Like I think that's just what everyone does.
See, I wanted to be him for Halloween, but I feel like that's just not it's just not enough of a stretch.
I don't know how you would dress as him.
I would just buy one of his sweatshirts. Because he sells merch, and I would just be like,
"Oh, that's
hi, I'm Dave." You know,
Yeah, that's super
like
lame.
That's That's like a cop out.
Yeah, that's why I don't want to do it.
Yeah, it's like wearing a jersey for Halloween. It's
Right.
like, are you serious?
Jersey's not a costume. Never
exactly.
will be.
And neither's
I'll
a
die on that
sweatshirt.
hill. I'll fight anyone I see wearing a jersey at a bar on Halloween night.
All right, that's what I'm wearing on the party bus.
The only way you can wear a jersey as a costume is if you wear the matching shorts and shoes, and you look like you are actually about to step on a basketball court. If you are wearing jeans and a goddamn Lakers jersey, it's always Lakers jerseys. And those people are the worst.
Wait.
Say his name.
Yeah, who are
Say
you
his
talking
name.
about? Who are you talking
Conjure
about right
him.
now?
We all
Say
know.
his name.
We all know his name. I've seen hundreds of people do it though, but we all know the name.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck it, Charlie Nasrallah, fight me. Come to Boise and fight me in your little jersey.
I'm all Jesus.
Oh my God.
I'm also excited to announce that I have determined my 2 Halloween costumes this year.
Okay, wow.
Would you like to say them, or is it a surprise?
No, I'm excited to say. I'm bringing Borat back,
Oh God.
and I'm doing Wolverine again.
So you're not coming up with new shit. You're just
No.
recycling shit.
No, because I'm having a tough time coming up with costumes that wouldn't require me to shave my beard.
You know.
Why? Why am I an L? You want me to? You want me to
Yeah, it
do
is
Ravi?
lame.
No, it's lame.
Want me to
It
do?
is lame.
You could do Ehrlich Bachman again. I like that one.
I don't wanna shave my
That
beard.
requires a
That
beard
was pretty
shave.
good.
I
Hey,
could. I also did create a character that I could do.
If you're gonna just recycle costumes, just wear your fucking hot dog costume again.
No, that's stupid.
But Wolverine's not. You broke your Wolverine claw like 3 minutes into Halloween
I'll get new ones.
a couple years ago,
I'll get new ones.
and they're gonna break again.
Doesn't Wolverine have like a shaved beard?
Yeah,
though?
he has like chops.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but shut up! Don't ruin my Halloween. It hasn't even started yet.
All right, well, let's come back next week with
like a-
another option.
Oh,
or something.
speaking of, we will have to talk about next week in a little bit. Here.
Oh, yes, we will.
Yeah, we will. We'll get to it.
Well, you need to get to your fucking say what,
Oh, okay. Steve Sharts.
Steve Sharts.
This guy's a baseball player. He was. Let me pull up his
Is he
bio.
active?
No.
Okay.
No, he's old. He was born in 1964. He was drafted in the 17th round by the Phillies, but he never played for a professional team.
Steve Sharts.
Steve Sharts. Let's see. Who did he play for? He played for the Bend Phillies, the Reading Phillies, the Spartanburg Phillies, Clearwater Phillies, Reading Phillies again, Scranton/Wilkes-Barre Red Barons, Reading Phillies again, Scranton Wilkes. Yeah.
It's Reading, Pennsylvania,
Oh, well, it's spelled like Reading.
but it's Reading. It's like bass and bass.
Whatever.
Two different
He only
things.
played 5 seasons. Yeah. Basically, most of his time was spent in Double or AAA.
Nice.
So not like a great player. He was a pitcher. He was a left-handed reliever. But God, he's got a great
He's just
name.
relieving Sharts.
Yeah. He's just always relieving himself. Yeah. Steve Sharts.
Steve Sharts.
I think it's a pretty good name.
All right, before we move on to line of the week, I forgot to do the intern report. Quick recap of some college ball. Alabama beat the shit out of Ole Miss. Do you know who Joey Freshwater is?
Yeah, it's Lane Kiffin.
It was very funny. I didn't know that. And Mackenzie was talking about. Do you know what Joey Freshwater does?
He goes to bars.
Yeah, goes to bars and hits on girls.
Nice. So it's like Urban Meyer.
It is like a little Urban Meyer with a fun nickname.
Sounds
Love
like
it.
a cool dude.
Really cool guy.
No, Lane Kiffin was my second choice for scumbag.
Georgia beat the absolute dog piss out of Arkansas.
I was so disappointed in that game. I thought
I
it was
know.
going to be a wonderful football game, and it was shit.
Let's see what else. The Ducks.
No,
the
we're not
Oregon
talking about
Ducks.
it. We're not talking about it. Just
Dude.
skip it.
The Seahawks. She said, I don't know why I watch every week. It's like having a constant aneurysm.
See,
She's not wrong.
yeah, I mean, she's not wrong, but this week, outside of the first quarter, was relatively, like, low stress. It's usually way more stress because they got a 14-point lead, and I'm blown away they just didn't give it up. Like, once they got the lead, they never gave it up, and that's generally what they do, and then you need some crazy Russell Wilson play to, get into field goal range to win the game, and that didn't happen. It was a comfortable win. It wasn't like Jesus.
She obviously enjoyed the Sunday night game with the Bucks and the Patriots. A little bit of baseball. The Yankees, Red Sox are in the AL wild card. The Dodgers, Cardinals are in the NL wild card. And yeah, another fantastic intern report.
I also just want to quickly mention that Monday night game.
That was a fantastic football game.
Very good.
Go Herb.
Herbie.
Herb, go Herb, go
Yeah.
Herb.
I saw this clip today on Instagram, and it was all of these just brilliant commentators doing what they do best, and that is wrongly predict how football players are going to pan out. Fucking Joel Klatt said he wouldn't draft Justin Herbert in the first round back when he was getting drafted.
Was Louis Riddick in there?
No, he was not.
Surprising.
It was some guy on NFL Network, and then Joel Klatt, and then I think Mel Kiper, who's also out of his fucking mind.
He's got great hair,
Like,
though.
Oh, my God.
Great hair.
Just like, they just need to stop. Just stop with the analysis. You don't know. You have no idea.
You make your little interns do that, do the research, and then you just regurgitate.
Yeah.
Regurgitate bullshit.
And it's all just headline stuff. I hate like mock drafts. I think they're stupid. I hate that they just sit there and analyze shit. Like, you don't know what's gonna happen. You can't like look inside of a college athlete who you've probably never met to determine whether or not they're going to be a good NFL quarterback. Anybody that watched Justin Herbert play at Oregon knew he was going to be a pretty damn good NFL quarterback. He has elite ball placement, and all these so-called NFL analysts that are like that know everything were all wrong. All of them. They're idiots.
They are the absolute morons. Mel Kiper, I don't think he played football.
I don't think he did either.
He doesn't scream NFL player to me.
But even NFL players don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
Yeah, it's like, okay, congrats, you played in the league for 2 years, and now you're just all of a sudden the end-all, be-all of qualifying or disqualifying somebody based on watching a game and a half worth of film and nitpicking 5 throws.
Yeah.
What gives you the fucking right?
Yeah.
I mean, like, God.
And now you have Adam Schefter going, he's going to be a Hall of Famer. And it's like, wow, that narrative shifted quickly to I wouldn't touch him with a 10-foot pole to he's going to end up in Canton at the end of his fucking career. He hasn't even played 2 years.
It makes my eyes go to the back of my fucking head.
Yeah, and then they're like super high on guys like Jameis Winston and like he sucks. And yeah.
Another problem that I have
They're just wrong.
with all those draft day things, they never highlight the good in players. They're always like, his mom is dead, and that will fuel him.
Yeah.
They always focus on the shit. It's just like, I understand that they're trying to like show like, yeah, he overcame all, they overcame all this, shit. How about you don't talk about, death? How about you just talk about, oh, he's really good at this and this and this. They always focus on, he's a fantastic player, got a lot of potential, reads the ball well, good first step, good read step, but his dad has cancer. It's like, why do you fucking talk about that?
Yeah.
Idiots.
It's very frustrating.
Fucking media idiots.
Anyways, just back to that Monday night game. I just want to congratulate myself because I said the Chargers were going to be a damn good football team at the beginning of the year.
You act like everybody
and
doubted
guess
you.
fucking what? They're a goddamn good football team. They're legit. That defense is very good. Herbert's got a bunch of weapons. They're going to win the AFC West.
Clip it, and we'll look back in a few months. Anyways, let's wrap up with our favorite segment, Line of the Week.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay, thank you.
You are the leader.
I am the leader. I will go first. My record is 4-1. Samuel, you are 3-1-1. The intern is 1-2. She's picking 2 games this week to catch up with us. My line of the week. You heard it here first. The University of Kentucky Wildcats, -3 versus LSU. Kentucky just came off a big win against Florida. They're riding high. Kentucky -3.
And LSU just lost to Auburn.
Yeah. They're in a crock of shit. They're in a jambalaya of shit, those LSU Tigers.
Yeah, Kentucky's 5-0.
Kentucky is very good. And I just want to say that, I was very scared with my line last week because I think you said it was kind of a trap game.
Yeah.
The Ravens handily beat the Broncos.
And then they had one of the most savage or douchebag plays of all time, depending on who you talk to.
Yes. At the end of the game.
Yep. To tie the NFL rushing record.
Yeah. Hammer Kentucky -3. Who you got?
So I just realized we did our math wrong. The intern's going to have to pick 2 games next week as well.
Oh, okay.
Because we're at 5 and she's at 3, so she'll still be 1 behind us tomorrow.
Got it.
Or next week. All right. Last time I bet against Boise State, they pushed, so I am going to double down here. BYU -5 against Boise State. The game is in Salt Lake or Provo or wherever.
Somewhere in the mountains over there.
Somewhere over there.
Provo, Utah.
Provo. All right. They're in
Very
Provo.
sad, boring place. Been there.
Yes.
Went there last year for a year. Not quite the environment of a Boise State game, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Except they do not check your bags or pockets or anything walking into the game if you are attending.
I'm surprised they don't check for a bot. Never mind.
Jesus.
No, they give you one actually when you go in.
Yeah.
But yeah, BYU -5. They're a top 10 team. They've dominated basically everybody they've played, and Boise State just lost to Nevada last week.
Yeah, it was rough.
-5? Really?
Are you serious?
I cannot believe this. I think they're gonna win by 2 or 3 touchdowns. It's not gonna be a good game. It's gonna be bad. Andy Avalos is off to a rough start as his tenure as Boise State's head coach.
That he is.
He should have stayed at Oregon.
The intern. She's picking 2 games. She is taking the University of Georgia Bulldogs -14.5 versus the Auburn Tigers. And the Las Vegas Raiders -5.5 versus the Chicago Bears.
That should be a good game.
Yeah.
What was that Raiders accent?
It's from Chris Berman. When
I was thinking of the Bobby Lee, the Oakland Raiders.
No, we're not doing that on this show. We do Chris Berman. Because when they used to... Yeah. He anytime he talks about the Raiders, since they're just a very interesting and intense franchise. The Las Vegas Raiders. Yeah. So we're out of show, but I think it's important that we talk about what's happening next week. Next week, we're going live for our 20th episode special bonanza, and we have yet to pick an eating challenge.
Yeah, we still need to talk about that.
So, any ideas? I still vote we should do a Hot Ones.
See, I'm not against it. It's just, it's a complete ripoff of another show. Like it's
not really eating hot wing like there's
eating
a place
hot wings and answering questions.
Yeah, so
that's Hot Ones.
Yeah.
Oh, are you gonna do the? I thought it was just gonna be you guys just had a race and
Oh,
then we just
no,
watch how bad it is.
No.
Chef had the idea.
I thought of both ideas. I mean, I just figured with the last time you guys did eating on the podcast, you were just, it was, for a minute there, it was just people listening to you chew the hot dogs as fast as you could. And then Trav had to step in and start commentating over it. So I felt like it would be really not super fun to watch you guys just eat and not say anything, or for people who aren't watching, just listen to you eat.
Right.
I personally think that's gross. It's like ASMR. I think that shit's nasty.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't know. I know it's like the same thing as Hot Ones, but
I think it's fun because we can also have people ask us questions on.
Yeah,
on
I mean,
the
it's
chat.
like, yeah, if it's a live show, like you have people asking you questions on the live show, you're just eating hot wings and trying to work through it.
We could do like something pre-recorded. Like you guys could do a 40 and race, and we could film it, and then we could watch the video live and then commentate on it.
Are you talking like a
40-yard dash?
Oh, I thought you meant like a steel reserve.
No.
Edward 40 hands.
That's what I was like. Hey,
No.
let's see who can finish an Edward 40 hands the fastest on the podcast.
If you could finish it during the podcast, I would be impressed.
You guys cannot use your hands the whole time.
Yeah, it'd be like impossible to like I'd spill
Yeah.
beer all over my computer trying to scroll here. Look at my notes.
That's Trav, that's not a bad idea of doing something pre-recorded, something, and then play it on here. And and break it down for the people.
Yeah.
Now we just have to figure out what that is.
Like a mini NFL combine.
A mini NFL combine. We can go to the rec field at Boise State and, show off we could do like a who can throw a football the farthest.
I'm definitely losing that one.
We can do like a 40-yard dash. We can do like 3 events.
Yeah, like a 40-yard dash, maybe like how many basketball shots you can make. You only get 20 shots.
That'd be,
Yeah.
A little 3-point competition.
Like a 3-point competition with like 20 balls each. I don't know. Yeah. I think that's a good idea though. We do like
That is a good
three like micro athletic events and we'll film it all and then we'll play it live for everyone and then we can talk about how one of you guys probably thought the other one was cheating or some bullshit like that. Whatever discrepancies might come up.
Well, it's like I don't think it's fair to throw a football because you played quarterback. So like
I
you
did?
obviously have a bigger arm than me because I never played quarterback.
How about something we both haven't done? Punting.
Oh, let's try to kick field goals.
That would be pretty. That would be
Yes.
pretty entertaining.
We just need
Actually,
it fun.
We need to find a goalpost.
Or we could do like that crossbar challenge. Have you seen that? Where it's like you kick soccer balls and you try to hit the crossbar.
Yeah.
That's hard.
Have you didn't play soccer? Okay.
I
guess
played
it-
soccer once when I was in like 3rd grade.
Okay, so we're on the level playing field.
Yeah,
So we'll figure out the events later, but I thought it was important we figure it out. So
Yeah, I like that.
we'll call it the Backburners. Backburners Sports Fun Time.
the Backburners triathlon.
the Backburners Triathlon.
Yeah.
The biath? No, that's like 2 events.
Yeah, triathlon 3.
Yeah, I was just trying to like combine the word
Oh.
backburners and triathlon. The backathon? I don't know. It just sounds bad, actually. Let's just do backburners triathlon.
Fair enough. You heard it here first. Get the camera on me. Next week, the unveiling of the Backburners Triathlon will be live at a time yet to be figured out. We don't know yet, but get ready for it.
It's going to be super special.
We'll say 7 p.m. We could do that.
7 p.m. October.
Just do some simple
October
math.
12th, 7 p.m.
Just do some simple math, buddy.
I
7
don't
days
even-
from today.
I don't even know what to.
It's the 5th.
It's the 5th today. Okay. There you go. You heard it. Don't
You're
you
an idiot.
don't you dare. Let's get out of here. Time
All
to
right.
see Venom.
Oh, I'm so excited.
I'm so pumped. We watched the first one last night, and I am.
The first one's so good.
I haven't seen it at all, and I watched that, and I was like, I'm so excited that we just get to go see the second one tomorrow, and I
Yep.
don't have to wait at all.
Yep. And I love Woody Harrelson. So
Is
I
that
cannot wait.
is that who plays Venom?
Yeah.
No. That's Tom Hardy. Woody Harrelson's the guy in the jail cell at the end.
I was gonna say Ed Hardy, but you missed the post credit.
We might have missed a post-credit scene.
There's a.
Of course, there's a post-credit scene. It's a Marvel movie. Come on.
I have a problem. I hate post-credit scenes because they're so not consistent. Sometimes they do the bullshit like nice credits, with video playing, and then the post-credit scene. Sometimes they cut right to the black ones and then post-credit scene, and
So-
it's like I'm not gonna watch that. They need to make it more obvious. Like the last Avengers movie Marvel movie I went to, everyone just waited in the theater for like 10 minutes, and then like that was it. I don't know. It was kind of just dumb.
No. Yeah, that was Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi. Oh, it wasn't
It's a
that-
big. It was.
It
a
was
big,
one of the Avengers movies I think that I went to, but like
It
there
was probably
there was a
Endgame.
there was a post credit scene, and then like after that, half the theater just stayed till the very last credit because they didn't believe that was it. Everyone's like, okay, there's got to be another one. It's like,
Yeah. I think they've kind of changed it from doing it like at the very end to like after they do like the main credits, like the
yeah,
music and like all the graphics and stuff. That's when they do the post-credit scene. But it's going to be so good. Very excited.
Take us out.
And that will conclude another spectacular episode of The Backburners. Shout out to the ugliest co-host of all time, Pinhead Larry, and our wonderful producer, Young Fabio. Make sure to give us a follow on Instagram and TikTok at The Backburners Pod and listen to us on your favorite streaming service. We're The Backburners, and we'll catch you on the flippity flip.